Robbinsdale area schools rolled out a new threat reporting system this year. School officials say it has already prevented violence in schools.
I think it was our second or third day. We had a significant amount of tips come in, 20, 30 different tips come in, and we responded to those. And what's encouraging is that kids were responding, and without that, they may not have said anything.
The district's Say Something reporting system lets anyone anonymously report if they're concerned a student may become violent. Reports can be done using an app, a website, or by phone. District officials did not provide details on specific incidents, but said there have been a small number of troubling social media posts reported through the app.
The situations where it rises to the district level, we were able to respond and keep kids safe and do the proper actions that we need to take to make sure that we are keeping kids safe. So it's been successful in that manner.
Anyone in the community, including parents and neighbors, can report threats using the system. Brooklyn Center Police helped uncover an identity theft and credit card fraud ring in the Twin Cities suburbs this week. Officers served search warrants at 3 homes in the area, including one in Golden Valley. Brooklyn Center Police say a number of victims' identities were stolen and hundreds of thousands of dollars of merchandise was fraudulently purchased. Brooklyn Center Commander Tony Grunig advises checking your credit card statement between March and October of this year.
If you're a business owner and this happened to you, you should contact the agency in which your business resides. So if your business is in Brooklyn Center, get a hold of Brooklyn Center.
Hennepin County prosecutors are reviewing the findings, which includes recommended felony charges for 3 adults involved. A member of the Robbinsdale City Council has announced she's stepping down. The city of Robbinsdale announced Friday that Councilmember Sheila Webb submitted a letter of resignation. Webb was in her first term, serving Robbinsdale as Ward 2 since 2021. She has more than a year left on her term. In Webb's resignation letter, she called the time serving on the council a unique learning experience and wished the city increased unity and prosperity. No reason was given for stepping down. The city says a special election will happen to fill Webb's seat. That will take place sometime between February and May. A domestic violence awareness nonprofit led by the parents of a woman killed by her husband received a grant from the federal government to help fight against those who harm their partners. As Rusty Ray explains, the hope is the word can spread and the violence can stop.
At the time, my husband and myself,
Sydney Jean doesn't like to speak in public.
We couldn't have imagined how this could have happened.
The Maple Grove chiropractor said she prefers to work one-on-one.
It was just an intimate relationship with us as doctor and patient, and just to have them go so sudden and quick was just, really hard.
We have this wonderful platform, so we just need to be able to use it and promote the things that we need to promote.
After they recently lost a client to domestic violence, that platform now includes Maria's Voice, the nonprofit named in honor of Maria Pugh, killed by her husband in Maple Grove in 2020. Maria's Voice recently received a $250,000 federal grant to help spread its message of domestic violence awareness and prevention.
We're really on the cutting edge of letting people know that this is a chosen behavior and it can be prevented.
Prevention, they believe, starts with anyone, anywhere, anytime.
It isn't just first responders in the cities, but it's getting to the public as well. It's getting the message out that we aren't not going to tolerate this any longer, that everybody can take a role in this and help with the education, the prevention. Sometimes it's just reaching out and saying, hey, you okay?
That's the message that got to the Jeans, who now know what to look for.
Don't think I would have been able to see the signs in that particular case until she actually told me. So meeting Maria's Voice and learning a little bit more about the prevention network that they're striving so hard to do has really opened our eyes.
So Maria's Voice can continue to reach those who come to these annual vigils to grieve or to show strength.
I went up to them and I said, well, thank you for being here. And they said, no, thank you for doing this work. It is really, really, really needed, and we are both survivors. So I think that's the humbling part, and that's the part that says, get to work.
For those who may not even know they can help.
Everybody can do something about this. 1 in 3 women, 1 in 4 men are victims of domestic violence on some level.
In Maple Grove, Rusty Ray, CCX News.
The grant covers programs in the 3rd Congressional District, and Congressman Dean Phillips helped Maria's Voice secure it. Maple Grove's growing Arbor Lakes Business Park has secured a new tenant. MS International, a countertop and flooring supplier, plans to relocate from Plymouth to the business park near Highway 169 and I-94. The move will double the company's space in the northwest suburbs. It's also expected to hire more employees with the move. Construction is underway on the new facility, which is expected to be ready by next summer. An emerging trend in healthcare has officially entered the northwest suburbs. The area's first Herself Health Clinic has opened in Crystal. What makes the clinic different is that it caters to women 65 and over, offering advanced primary care and longer visits. It's the second such clinic in the Twin Cities. The concept has taken off and is based on what workers in the medical community were hearing.
We listened to women and heard that they didn't feel listened to and they didn't feel like they were receiving the best kind of care. And it's really important, especially as women get older and have more healthcare needs, that we address those concerns and give them the time and the space to talk about their healthcare.
The new clinic will create around 25 jobs and serve an estimated 4,000 patients. Herself Health also plans to launch a 3rd clinic in December in South Minneapolis.
Hopkins and Roseville came into their Thursday night Class 6A football game each without a win. In fact, neither team had won a game in close to 3 years. One of these teams saw their long losing streak come to an end.
The Royals and the Raiders each looking for their first win since November 11, 2020. First drive of the game for Roseville, and Hopkins forces a fumble. Keen Wollover recovers for the Royals. The Hopkins offense stalls a few plays later, and the game remains scoreless. Later in the first quarter, Royals linebacker Zion Wilson gets into the backfield and drops Christian Camarena Erler for a 5-yard loss on a 4th and 3, forcing a turnover on downs. A couple of plays later, though, Hopkins quarterback Dylan Caspers is intercepted by Quinton Hood, and the Raiders linebacker returns it 22 yards for a touchdown. Roseville leads 7-0. Second quarter, Raiders quarterback Kellen Little throws to a wide-open Colin Lutz. One of 2 touchdown catches for Lutz. They add a 2-point conversion and lead 15-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Little with a quick pass to Jameer Horton in the backfield. Horton spins out of a tackle and then gets down the sideline and goes for a 42-yard touchdown. Roseville wins it 30-0 to break their 24-game losing streak. Now it's the Royals who have lost 24 straight.
While they have lost 4 matches to some of the state's best teams, the Champlin Park volleyball team has mowed through its Northwest Suburban Conference foes. Jay Wilcox has highlights of the Rebels' latest win.
Parents' night for Champlin Park volleyball as the Rebels host Centennial. Off the Centennial serve, Reese Axness sets back row to Carly Gilk, and she puts it away as Champlin Park grabs the early 9-4 lead in set 1. And they keep rolling. Axness sets it right side to another lefty, Catherine Adler, who goes cross-court for the kill to make it 18-8. The Rebels win the first set 25-10. Second set, and Axness spreads it around. Left side to Ava Bolter for one of her team-high 14 kills in the match. It's 6-4 Rebels. They go on a run. Axness this time uses the middle with Lily Reese as the blockers are late. It's 11-4 Champlin Park. Reese gets to hit from the right side, and she hits the corner for another kill and a 13-7 lead for Champlin Park. Gilk takes her turn, unleashing the hammer here to score as the lead grows to 20-10. Off a tough Gilk serve, Reese puts the overpass away. Champlin Park rolls over Centennial, winning 25-10, 11, and 15 to stay perfect in Northwest Suburban Conference play. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
In another volleyball note, the State High School League Board of Directors voted to make boys volleyball a spring sport. The league had previously passed making boys volleyball a full varsity sport starting next school year. It has been operating as a club sport in the spring the past several years. This is the final week of the regular season in high school girls soccer, with the playoffs starting as soon as Tuesday in some sections. One of the top girls teams in the area chalked up another win Thursday night.
Providence Academy girls soccer, the top-ranked team in Class A, at home Thursday against St. Francis. Watch the great through ball from Tatum Janicic ahead to Madden Greenway, who stays onside, beats the defenders and the charging goalie to score. Greenway, who scored her 100th career goal on Tuesday, puts the Lions up 1-0 just over 3 minutes into the match. Janicic with a shorter pass this time, but again gets it to Greenway. And the sophomore lost her shot in to beat the St. Francis goalie again, and it's 2-0. Greenway later added another for a hat trick. Late in the half, Greenway stopped here, but Avery Lampy gets the ball and blasts one in from 33 yards out for her 10th goal of the season. The Lions led 3-0 at halftime and went on to win 4-1. They finished the regular season with a 14-1-1 record. John Jacobson, CCX Sports. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.